too far into this thing, no?
Yes, sir.
We just started again, so we'll do that.
Yes.
Already one video is converting. So next one also let it happen. So basically what I'm saying is don't get, you guys have a tightness within you that you need to overcome. You need to relax. This is just like a game, and it's a very simple game. After open is price action trading above or below. If it is above, buy. Forget about everything else. Yaar. Stop loss, all those concepts are. Sometimes it can save your skin, but sometimes it can be a bloody pain. Today my stop loss was a pain actually. But whatever all said and done, if you guys are comfortable putting in a stop loss, please put. I'm not saying you should incur a loss, but I'm only trying to explain certain concepts. Whatever you can think of, whatever we have studied in our technical analysis books, patterns, candlestick patterns, stop loss, pivot levels, central pivot range. We have read hundreds and thousands of books where they talk about how to arrive at a buying zone and a selling zone. All those things are just ideas in somebody else's minds. If you see, if you want to take this thinking further, find out how does a CPR form. Look at the actual computation of that, and then you see what the price does at those places. Believe me, guys, it's not rocket science, and many of the things I don't need to know. If I get into the car, I need to know that it has to take me from point A to point B. I don't want to know what all the engine is doing underneath the hood. No, point A to point B, I have to go. Why do I need to know how the car is functioning? That we have created our own complications in our mind about what it should be. The moment you say price should go down and it doesn't go down, then you realize you're screwed. That is because of your expectation. Don't expect, just follow. Don't try to predict. There is nothing you will gain by predicting. You will get a ego happiness, that's all, no? If you follow the price and make more profit, you will get much more happiness than your ego satisfaction. अरे मैं बोला था ना यार price will go up. काय के लिए यार all that madness? We don't need to predict. We don't need to do anything. But whatever you guys are following, for heaven's sake, please try to understand the calculation behind it. I mean, there are some people who, in their courses, say you count the number of green candles and number of red candles. What will it tell me? It will tell me that RSI is greater than 60. That's all, no? If I take a 5 period, I can have two red and three green, or three red and two green. That's all. It will only tell me price is getting pushed downward or upward. That is what is the function of your RSI. You can simplify anything you want. Here I would say RSI will be above 70 or 80. And as it comes down, I will say that it's coming near 40 level. When it comes here, I will say it is below 40. What rocket science you need? I am also using broker leverage. That is why stop loss is important to me also. Otherwise, I will not do. If I'm using my entire money, yeah, correct, Rupali. This is a setting I used to use, right? But when you try to trade using that system, it's still very much valid. But if you try to trade using that system and you get a loss on the first day, don't panic. Trade again. Every day it will keep adding to your experience, and also you cannot be in a loss forever. So you can continue to go ahead and trade. And this system works beautifully, actually. The worst thing that can happen is what? You lose on one day. You can always make up your loss. How do I keep cool? See, either you should be knowledgeable or you should be too stupid. I'm too stupid to be afraid. That's all. See, this is something you have to vary and see positional what RSI settings you want to keep. The default is set as 14 period for a reason. No, somebody has tried that and said this works well. After that, we all came in and we said, "Nine short term ke liye it should be 3 period, 5 period, 8 period." We meddled with the settings. I don't know whether we are right or they are right. You have to experiment and see what works for you. Keeping cool is, I told you, no, either we are too stupid to understand we are in a problem or we don't care. Sir, your view on Wolf Wave. Sorry, boss, I have not even tried to learn these things here. Anything which sounds too complicated, I don't try to learn. Okay. I'm not in the scientist department. I work in a commercial department where my job is to make money. I'm confused if trend is up or down. Any indicators to simplify? The only indicator you know, no, you need actually is to see whether the price is above the open or below the open price. That is your trend here. Okay. Please don't complicate. Don't try to look at past 20 days average and all those things. That has no meaning. It has happened in the past. That river has flown. You are not going to step into the same river again and again. No, that water is totally new. Today's water is totally new. Please don't bother about all those things. I mean, I am talking about it from a position of intraday trading point of view. If you are a positional trader or a swing trader, please go ahead and look at past trend. I doubt if it is going to help you. What is going to help you is when the price stops going in your direction, you have to exit. If the price is going in your direction, it makes sense to continue. That is all. This is the only simple way I can explain it. Okay, guys, any other questions? I'm not going to look at the chat now because I find it too distracting. What about ADX? I have no opinion on any of these things here. I've tried all of them. I failed using them as very reliable profit source.
Which time to use?
Every indicator I've tried. It's
For
not that
open and low today.
I've tried every indicator which is available on various charting platforms. Okay. I've also gone through your Forex Factory forum, every damn forum. People give you trading strategies with indicators. Every one of them I've tried. None of them work like this. Keep it simple. That's all you need. Draw one line and trade. If it goes above that, you buy. If it goes below that, you sell. What more can be simpler than this? Yes, you can have resistance and support marked. But
Look, can
I'm
you give
saying
the
even that I
example?
don't need.
Sir, one query, sir. Anil here.
Anil.
Yeah. So, sir, you are saying that I mean, being in a range bound doesn't matter. I mean, what matters is the opening price. That's all.
Correct.
You don't care that.
Correct.
Okay.
Price will go down or price will go up or price
Right.
will settle somewhere in the middle. That's all, no?
Right, sir. Yeah.
इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है? You are going to trade. If it comes down, you are going to take a sell. If it goes up, you're going to buy. इससे ज़्यादा you don't need to complicate yourself, ना यार.
And unless it breaks the opening price in the
Correct.
higher side, okay.
Then I don't have a buy setup. From bottom also, I could have bought and tried to make profit, but I'm not interested in that game. I'm interested
Right.
if actually my open is penetrated and goes much above. It is okay to miss some profit. You always will keep your money in your bank account and trade next day also. If you try to do these gimmicks of entering at the bottom and trying to catch another trade, you may end up losing and tomorrow you will not have money to trade.
Right, sir.
Again,
Yeah, I mean, I
purely
was
from
worried because uh, now that the VIX is going down, so probably market will be being in the range bound for a longer time. I mean,
how do you know?
February and March was.
See, VIX is only telling you that I am no longer afraid. Matlab, I can prices can push upward. VIX is nothing
Right.
but a fear indicator. Okay,
Right, sir.
when people are afraid, they'll start selling. So VIX is very high. You will see PE is attracting a lot of premium. It is the simple reason is that because the fear has gone high, everybody would now want to sell, and that will push up the premium on the PE side because of increased demand.
Right, sir.
There is something called market mood index, which I used to look at earlier. Nowadays I don't look at it. But this also is a good indicator of what is likely to happen in the market tomorrow. It tells you today whether there was fear or greed in the market. It is not a very accurate predictor, but it gives you an idea of what you can look at.
On the other day, you were talking about, sir, that money flow index also, right?
Correct. Money flow index was to see when I'm uncertain about the direction. No, see, I can't do it on the index, but you can very well do it on the stock. See, today market is extreme fear or fear range mate is there. It has moved from extreme fear to fear. Then the price will start going up. Then other people will start jumping into the market to buy. And at that time, you will find it'll go to greed and extreme greed. Warren Buffett said, no, buy when others are fearful and sell when others are greedy. It is using that concept. Site is tickertape.in, market mood index. But I'm saying none of these things are required. I don't need to know what the world markets are doing to determine what my price will be tomorrow. Right? My price is going to be based on movements in my HDFC Bank, my SBI, and my ICICI Bank. It is not going to be based on Dow Jones. People say stock market is a sentiment barometer. That is what we used to study when we were in commerce classes. The sentiment barometer is happening because of these movements. Supposing you wanted to predict where Nifty will open tomorrow, you will look at two things. No, you will look at SGX Nifty, which is the most obvious thing. Then you can go to Indian ADRs and investing.com and see what those prices are trading at. If Indian ADRs are trading up, more likelihood is that at least during the opening session, you will have some strength. But none of them will have a meaning as tomorrow's news and sentiments changes during the market hours. This is the reason I don't look at option chain data. I don't look at OI change, OI support resistance, all those things I don't look at. Simply because I don't need to know. What will I gain by knowing that I have a PCR which is giving me a positive signal? If the price goes up, I'm going to follow. No, I'm definitely not trying to predict any price. If it goes up, I will go in along with that. If it goes down, I'll go along with it. What you don't need to know, you're unfortunately stuffing into your head. That is what we get confused all the time. If you try this way, then you will, most of the time, you will find that your head is clear during the trading session. I'm not saying fear will not come. Fear will come. When I'm riding my bike, I may be afraid I'll fall. I may be afraid somebody will hit me. So I have to use my care in driving. But that is no reason not to drive the bike, no? Does it make sense, guys?
Yes, sir. Totally, sir. Totally. I mean, your sessions are very helpful, sir. I must say that the calm demeanor that you are displaying is very, very helpful.
Calm demeanor is only because we are doing the session after market hours, no? During market hours, you may find it differently.
Yeah, true.
See, during market hours, everybody will feel fear. Even the best of the traders will feel fear. Okay.
Right.
That is the reason I'm saying, for heaven's sake, please enter only at the right time. If you are in doubt on a 15-minute chart, go move to a higher time frame chart and wait for a signal there. If you trade on the 1 hour chart, then you may have a better signal. You will not get confusing signals. Yes, you will get a little bit of late entry. That's okay. Better late than never. And I don't believe I want to trade at a 1 minute chart or something. Today, my PE chart, I was looking at this when somebody mentioned you could have entered at 1 minute chart also. So when I looked at the 1 minute chart, I found that I would have got the best possible entry at exactly the third 1 minute candle. Nothing would have beaten that entry. Wait, let me see if I can pull it back. Why is my laptop lagging? I don't know. Is it me doing the pulling or you guys doing it? Why is this thing going away from me? Look at the way the price action has moved since the beginning. Exactly the third 1 minute candle. I mean, ideally, I should have entered at support. Having missed that, and the next two high has not broken. This high, when it broke, would have given me the most perfect entry. 61 rupees if I had entered. There would have been no fear, no tension about holding it till the end of the day. If you are not using margin to trade and if you are using full of your money, then don't panic. Just hang on to the end of the day. Absolutely no problem. Worst scenario, you can carry it forward, and next day also you may continue the trade. If next day also it is going against you, take a hedge in the contra direction. There is absolutely no need to panic. People who panic will be the guys who don't have money to trade with. If you are using money which you cannot afford to lose, then every day will be a state of fear and confusion for you. Every little move the market makes will create a heart attack in you. So ensure that you only trade with money you can afford to lose. Take one lot, no harm. A lot of people trade one lot. Why should you trade 100 lots? Like today, after I took a beating, I will not trade more than 2 or 3 lots tomorrow. Why will I go to 25 lots again? I will not go. Until I know my confidence level is back, I will trade on a lower volume. There's nothing wrong in that. Instead of making 20,000, you will make 2,000. Fine, no?
Hello,
Yeah,
Swami sir,
tell
one
me.
question.
Yeah.
Sir, as you said earlier, right, you were using this from last 2 months. So how was your experience with this?
My experience has
Actually,
been wonderful here. After I shifted to Heikinashi, it has resolved a lot of doubts in my mind. It has resolved a lot of situations where I entered too early into a trade. Like here, if I would have just been marking a high of each candle and saying I will enter above that. Sometimes you will find that it goes up and then comes down. My entry would have been triggered somewhere in this no man's land, neither support nor resistance. I did a lot of idiotic things that way. Later,
okay,
when I combined it with the Heikinashi thing, I realized that you can overcome all these negatives and manage to enter at some decent level. See, when you get an entry also somewhere, you see whether it is close to a support or resistance. Mark your levels in advance. Use the 1 hour Heikinashi chart and keep marking the levels. And then you see whether this entry you're getting is it near to support or is it away from support? If it is away from support, probably you can still afford to wait for some more time to get entry. The worst thing that will happen is you don't get entry. That is the most perfect thing that can happen to a trader. Money is still in my bank account. I don't have to feel bad that I have not traded today, no? The
Okay,
moment
sir.
money
Like,
goes into the market, I have put the money at risk. You can win or lose.
okay, sir, today as there was a means kind of sideways market, okay, tight sideways market. So I just want to know, means like in this kind of scenario,
Who said
we
it
might
was
hit.
a sideways market today?
For me, it was looking like a tight sideways. If I would have traded them, it's like
My dear friend,
I would-
please go on. Let us go back to the basics, okay?
okay, sir.
Price opened below the, price was trading below the open price. We all knew sentiment is down. Otherwise, it would have been trading as a green candle, no?
Okay.
Please say yes or no. I want you to understand this concept very clearly.
Yes,
The
sir. Yes,
moment
sir.
price is coming down, you know that price is weak, index is weak. It is weak because prices of HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, SBIN, Axis Bank, Kotak Bank are all pushing it down. Index moves because of those guys' movement. Correct?
Yes,
The
sir.
moment you know price is weak, you're going to take a sell call. Now the question is, where will I enter a sell order? Price action theory tells us sell at resistance. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So you have to wait for the price to reach resistance and then sell. If you try to sell in between, you're in a no man's land, you're going to pay the penalty. You're going to be afraid as the price moves against you. Whereas if you are sold at resistance, you are not going to feel afraid of any movement because it can only go down. Sentiment is down. 2 candles have told me sellers are there. Buyers tried to take control, it got rejected. This is the obvious point at which you will enter a sell order below the low of this green candle.
Sir, in Heikenhashi pattern, how it will look?
It will look green only, no boss.
I tried plotting this support and resistance, and my full screen was like number of lines were there. So I was thinking whether I should buy
See,
the
if you
next
don't want too many,
resistance.
if you don't want too many lines on your chart, that is the best thing. Okay, what I can teach you is if you're looking, let's say, at a Bank Nifty chart, we know if you apply the ATR average true range indicator, it will tell you what is your average range of a daily candle. Daily candle average range is some 900 points. Okay. Now, what do I need for my trading? During the day, it may go up or down. So let us say divide this 900 by 2. You need a level at around 400 points above and 400 points below. Correct? Please say yes or no.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now 450 points above, you look for what was the nearest resistance. Switch your display to Heiken-Ashi. Use the 1 hour chart and see where 400 points away, what was my resistance level. Was it this one? If I take the current market price and go away 400 points from there and 400 points Nietzsche, if I mark, I would probably get the support and resistance for the day. Too many lines are not there. And though I have marked a line 400 points away, right, my open price also would have been a major factor for me. Sorry, I'll move it on to the normal candle. My open price was here.
Okay, sir.
Supposing in the
Got it.
morning
Thank
I'm
you very
marking
much,
my
sir.
line, right? I will mark 400 above my open price, 400 below my open price. Did the price move 400 points? It moved about 350 points today. Right, from this high 25 to 34,700, it moved. It moved a little bit more. 500 points it moved. But if I had marked my support and resistance levels at 450 points away from here, you will find that the price has stopped there. 400 might have been 450, may become 500. But roughly you will get an approximation of where your support and resistance will be. As someone said, you can use this to take your set your take profit targets. To me, it doesn't matter. Wherever the price stops at the end of the day, that is where I also exit my trade. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Any other doubts?
Hello, Swami sir.
Haji.
I have only one doubt that whenever a market gaps up
Yes.
or gaps down, the at the time of Heikin-Ashi, the exact situation has been not shown.
It will not show.
And another question is that whenever we plot Heikin-Ashi candle, what is that price trading in the market? It also not showing.
It won't show. I believe Zerodha tried to address this issue, okay, to make the price displayed here as a current price. Okay.
Yeah.
This was a recent development in Zerodha, I think. Recent means less than 1 year old. I have not kept track of Zerodha for some time. Okay. I do remember reading that Nitin had made this happen. But I'm not clear. You can probably check in their trading Q&A or something and see. Now, the first issue is regarding a gap up or gap down scenario. The simple reason why Heikin-Ashi will not show a gap up or gap down is the way it is calculated. Heikin-Ashi open formula is what? Previous candle, high plus low divided by 2. Correct?
Yeah, calculation is right, sir.
No, calculation is right.
Whenever it has a gap up or gap down, how to determine it?
You won't determine using Heikin-Ashi. Heikin-Ashi will only show you one big green candle or a red candle.
Okay.
Whether it is gap up or gap down, it will not show. That is one of the weaknesses of the Heikin-Ashi thing. And please understand, guys, Heikin-Ashi is actually...
Then what to do next?
What do you want to do? If it is gapping up and if it continues to move up, you will buy. If it is continuing to, after gap up, if it is trying to fill the gap, you will take a sell side. All that confusion you need not have when you draw a line at the opening price and say I will trade long if price is going above that, and I will trade short if a price is trading below open. That is all. Sentiments is what matters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, as far as
only when the price below down open.
You are saying that we need to just mark the support and resistance and wait that it touch to resistance or touch to support.
Correct.
Then we will trade.
Correct. That is the only way to trade. Any other method we are being taught is plain stupid and it will not work. And that is why you see people running from one system to another. No, whatever they've been taught, it is not working all the time. It is like a tips provider. Yeah? If I'm a tips provider, I will create a database of clients, prospective clients. Let's say I have 100 people. I'll give buy calls to 50 people, sell calls to 50 people. One of the 50 people will be happy, no? If sell call worked, 50 people are happy. If buy call worked, this side 50 people are happy.
Yes, yes.
That is what tip providers do.
Yeah. You're right, sir.
So I'm saying don't worry about where the price is, whether it opens gap up or gap down, right? The theory is what normally in a gap up scenario, in the normal candle, you have a gap up here. Okay. One of the theories says after gap up, wait for 15 minutes, mark the high and low. Whichever side is breaking, you trade in that direction. Correct? No? YouTube videos will tell you this. It makes a lot of sense because we are only seeing where is the momentum going. If momentum is going to the downside, it is just common sense that you have to trade in the downward side. If momentum is going beyond this high, then I will be a stupid fellow if I take a sell call.
Sir, in support, can we use pivot points?
Boss, you want whatever you want, you can use. See, everything has been devised with a reason only. No, pivot point is what? It is high, low, close divided by
No,
3.
with
Right?
Heikenhashi.
You can use it with anything, boss. I'm telling you, whatever you want, you can use. You can use indicators also along with that. What I'm here to
No,
tell
sir,
you
I'm
is
just asking because you are
what I'm
what
trying
did
to
they
tell
say?
you. What I'm trying to tell you is you can use anything you want. Even put a lot of indicators. Still, this price action will not change. No, price नीचे जा रहा है तो नीचे ही जाएगा. Indicator will tell you later. Yes, it is going down. Suppose you are trading in the morning.
Not experienced trader. So I'm saying that when you're using Heikenhashi, can I plot pivot points?
Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Levels will change, of course, but all these levels are theoretical lines in the sand. That's all. It gives me mental comfort to say I am nearing a place where I should exit. It gives me a comfort that if price comes here, I can buy.
Thank you, sir.
Please unmute yourself if you want to talk. I'm doing this mute all to just remove all the background noise. That's all. Any other questions, guys?
Sir, tell us about
Sir,
your
open
BTC
price
trade.
above then buy, open price low then sell.
I'm sorry, please repeat the question. Can you please repeat the
जो
question?
ओपन
यार?
प्राइस होगा उसके ऊपर जाएगा तो बाय करना और ओपन प्राइस से
नीचे जा रहा
ओपन
है
प्राइस से
तो you
नीचे
have
जाएगा
to
तो
sell.
सेल.
Selling के लिए you have a rule. Where will I sell?
Okay.
I will sell below a candle which is rejected at resistance. My Heikenhashi is just a tool which tells me the same thing. यहाँ से rejection आया बस. Now you can take a sell order. That is all my Heikenhashi is telling me. I don't even need Heikenhashi to trade. As long as I'm selling
Sir,
near a
जब हम
resistance.
सेल या बाय
हाँ?
सर वन क्वेश्चन ओनली. सर जैसे हम सेल और बाई करेंगे तो हम 1 मिनट के टाइम फ्रेम से करें या फिर जो 15 मिनट या 10 मिनट का हमने लगा रखा है उसी के थ्रू करें?
ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा ना बस. Where you can use 1 minute chart, you can make, if you get half minute chart also you use it. क्या फर्क पड़ता है इसमें?
ओके, बिकॉज सर कई बार 1 मिनट चार्ट में जैसे थोड़ा रिवर्स होता है तो ऊपर मिल जाता है सर कई बार
See,
सेल के लिए.
the disadvantage of a 1 minute chart is if you are trying to manage your trade on the 1 minute chart, you will see a lot of up and down movements. You will get confused whether price is going up or not. But as long as you draw the line at the open price, there is no need for any confusion. As long as my price is trading above my open price, I'm a happy fellow. My buy order is correct. आज पूरा session it was trading below my open price. No panic, nothing. Price is going to come down, go up and test your resistance again, then it will come down. That is what price is supposed to do because of people buying and selling, demand and supply. इसमें
Sir,
ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है
another
boss.
question is about so question is about order placing. Uh, uh, I want to ask that when should we place the order? For placing order, should we wait to complete the candle or place order after completing the candle?
You have to place order when the candle is complete. Especially now you are trading the 1 minute chart. Okay, supposing the price is coming to resistance, before completion it may go up and down. This green candle which you're seeing now on this place, when it is forming, it will be going up and down. No, you will not know where to place the order.
Yeah.
That is why you are placing the order at resistance.
Hi, sir. I joined the session late. I don't know if you've already answered this, but you normally place both the C and the P chart together, right?
I look at it together because I don't know in the morning, especially the first 15
Correct.
minutes, where my bias is going to
Correct.
be. I do look at my bank nifty and say my bias is up or down. But it can happen that in
Correct.
the
So
morning
now
there is a
like for
push and then it goes back up. So at that time I'll have a
correct,
clear indication on the CE chart. If it is
correct.
going down, mm,
Hmm.
so
Sorry, continue, sir,
if
please.
it is
Yeah.
going down, I'll have a clear indication on the PE chart. So both these things I'll keep side by side and watch. Frankly, I don't
Right, sir.
care.
So for instance,
I
uh-huh.
don't care whether price is going up or down. Okay, whichever side is
Hmm.
going, I want to join that ride.
Correct.
So I will watch both C and P. If C gives me the opportunity first, I will see the overall trend of bias of the day. Here I will
Okay.
have my bank nifty on a daily candle. I'll be marked and kept ready.
Okay. So for instance, now if you've taken a CE trade, sir, and your stop loss hits,
Yes.
so then do you when do you get into another trade? Like immediately do you get into a
See,
PE trade or
the
what
moment
levels or
stop loss hits,
Hmm.
no, it tells me that my bias was wrong, right?
Correct.
I reacted too early. A normal pullback may I entered, thinking it is a reversal.
Correct.
So I was stupid, right? My
Not
stupidity,
stupid, but then
my stupidity, I have to reverse by taking a trade in the right direction.
so you immediately get into the other side, is it?
Not immediately. I have to wait for some signal to tell me it's safe to enter. No.
Correct.
So I will always have a PE trade when price is near resistance. When price is
Okay.
near support, I'll always have a CE trade.
Right, sir.
So that is how you will have to look at your price action.
Sir, you
Sir, you
underlying
you said
environment
that you will be placing your
top or
order on the
candle
high
close
of
top?
the Heikin-Ashi candle,
Hanji?
right? Sir, you have said that I mean you will be placing your orders on the high of the
Heikin-Ashi red candle.
Heikin-Ashi red candle. So sometimes that the Heikin-Ashi candles are also coming with so many wicks. So
Yes.
I mean, so
The
you will
moment I
consider
see the
those.
color, no, whether it is a green wick or a red wick, I mean, a red candle with big wicks or green candle, the color is what is important for me in Heikin-Ashi because that is what is telling me who is gaining control.
Right.
Let me show it to you very clearly on a chart itself.
Maybe
See, I
options
have
chart, sir, that
I have here a candle with wick. Here also I have a candle with wicks. Okay, the red candle tells me with this wicks on both sides. It tells me that buyer